Hello. Hopefully the audio sounds pretty good. I finally got my shit together and I brought out my microphone arm from my closet. So now I don't have to lean down to speak into the microphone anymore. Very exciting. Let's see. Today is, it's really just gonna be art. That's it. I might chat a little, I might not. It depends. Let's see. This is what we're working with currently. I had the idea for the sketch as I was going to bed last night at maybe 4:30, 5 a.m. So, I sketched it down on a post-it note and then I traced over it on my screen. So, whoa, my pen's really big. Here we go. We'll see what we can do with it. It might turn out to be nothing, but I did have one inspiration in mind, which is this image. The colors I chose are a little bit different, but this is The Great Comet of 1843 by, what's that say? Charles Piazzi Smythe. I can't read my own handwriting, apparently. Don't worry about it. And also, I was a little bit inspired by the YouTuber, I think CadsQ, who does sketchbook art, actually. But I would highly recommend going and looking at their stuff because it's really interesting multimedia type stuff. I've been trying to get into multimedia a little bit more. I had a whole phase maybe in March, where I was just doing so much multimedia. Oh, also, hold on. I was going to do, sometimes I see streamers do this thing where they put a little video up on there. Hello? This is a picture-in-picture if I've ever seen one. There we go. They put a little YouTube video up. And he's usually relaxing stuff, so I've got a couple options. This one's just making cafe drinks, which is very nice. But I figured I want something that's a little bit more than just listening to my very somber stream music and drawing. My brain needs a little bit more than that. So let's watch some YouTube. And as far as Pomodoros go, taking breaks and stuff, I'll probably just go based on how long the videos are, because I have a bunch of videos that are all kind of the same length. They're 25 to 45 minutes, I think. So we'll just go with that. All right. Let's see. Yeah, it's so relaxing, and all of them look so good. I'm I want that. I can't remember, I think this might be a Korean cafe. I think the subtitles at the bottom there are Korean. But, gosh, some of them look so good. Let's see. I want like a really textured brush that looks like... Whoa. This guy's laggy. What the hell? It's called color pencil, apparently. I have a couple like watercolor imitations. Yeah. Whoa. That one is like negative texture. My color pencils always take a few extra seconds to show up. Yeah, for some reason that one was so like behind and like laggy. It's weird. Ooh. This one's like a chunky brush. It's kind of fun. This one's also laggy though, but I'm pretty sure it's just because it's like chunky and textured. This is just gonna be me messing around with brushes, isn't it? This one's kind of nice, but it's... the opacity curve is like not it. Aha! The opacity slider. There we go. I do like that. I wonder if it blends crazy too. Oh. It doesn't blend like at all. Interesting. Kind of just relies on opacity. Weird. I have a lot of ones that like I can't really identify because the names are all in like Japanese or whatever, and so I'm like, well, it's hard to identify immediately the kind it is. This one has like a fun paper texture. Yeah. Because it's always difficult to translate ideas onto paper, or I guess in this case onto computer, because the idea that I had for this is in such like a specific style, but it's not my usual style. Sadly, I can only barely read hiragana. Yeah, it's like the opposite of Korean, because I've heard that the Korean alphabet is like so easy to learn, and then Japanese is like, well, we have these characters, but we also have these characters. Please learn them. And you go, okay, I will. I've toyed around with the idea of learning Japanese because I think Japan is such a lovely country and I would love to go there one day. but also the idea of interacting with people who speak a different language than me and like not like I can barely communicate properly with other people who speak English. Like it makes me stressed thinking about it. The other weird thing about this drawing is that, like, personally, I feel like this sketch is like almost all the way there. like if I took out this and I like put this eye here, and I put this eye here, like that's almost there. Well, honestly, I started to learn to read manga. Yeah, that's fair. That's very fair. I mean, that's a good reason. I mean, for me it'd be that, and also, like, I would love to watch just like a few more animes than I already have. I've seen maybe 2. And not all the way through at all, by any means. But the thing is, I can't do subtitled anime because I prefer to watch things while I'm also doing something. And if I watch subbed anime while I'm doing something else, I don't get the subtitles half the time. Like, I'm not paying attention. And dubbed is just like not the same. We all know this to be true. Hold on. There's something weird about that, and it's the facial proportions. Okay, hear me out. One eye. Oh, one eye left or one eye right? I only watch dub myself, subtitles are difficult. Yeah, that's fair. I think I would watch dubbed more, because that's totally such a valid way to watch anime, but I got it in me at such a young age that dubbed is like, quote-unquote, the wrong way to watch it, which is not true. You can do whatever you want forever. But, I don't know. Like, what was the one that I started watching subbed? I think it was Violet Evergarden, which I still haven't finished that, which is so sad because it's such a beautiful anime. I started watching it subbed, and by the time that I realized I like needed to watch it dubbed, kind of, I was too used to the Japanese voices, and I was like, not yet, no. This is not how my Violet Evergarden sounds. But I should try watching dubbed more. I want to watch heard of but haven't watched it. That's one of the ones that you have to watch either when you're in a really good mood and you know it's not going to upset you too much, or B, when you're in a bad mood and you need an excuse to cry, kinda, because it's such a sad anime. It's so sad. It's so sad. How do we feel about one big eye? I don't know if that's the right vibe. The Frieren effect. I've heard of Frieren, but I can't remember what it is. You may have to remind me. Oh, the one that I want to watch is Komi Can't Communicate. I watched like the first episode or 2 of that one, and it was so cute. But then I just kind of stopped. Friggin'. A grand anime about an elf's journey 100 years after her initial journey. Oh. First 3-4 episodes is a lot of, oh. That does sound familiar and interesting at the same time. Yeah. Komi, I thought the art style was really beautiful, and I loved that it was like the opposite of like every school anime ever, where the main character's like super interesting looking and like quirky, and then all of the side characters are just like anime girl too. You know what I mean? It was like the opposite, because Komi is just like a normal girl. Like in the lore, she's apparently incredibly attractive, but she's just like an anime girl. And then all of her students are like, this guy's a fucking ninja. This girl wears armor. This girl has like, I think maybe one has anime antenna. Not anime antenna. Alien antenna. It was just really fun and really sweet. Incredibly good, you mean lovely? Yeah. It was very fun. I'm not super familiar with anime, because like I said, I've only watched some, but I'm familiar enough with tropes that I can like understand it. The other one that I watched was Hellsing, which was so good, and then I meant to watch Hellsing Ultimate, and then I didn't. This is like not, hold on. We need an anatomy sketch. This is what we need. What? All right. Ooh. I do like that in the sketch it looks kind of like looking up. Like I originally intended it to be like directly at the viewer. 3 for 3 on heard of but haven't watched. I think they're all a little more niche. I think maybe Hellsing like hasn't been super popular for a while, because I think it was from like the 90s. Maybe earlier, I don't know. But obviously they're no My Hero Academia or whatever kids are like in these days. The last one that I heard that people were super into was Spy Family. Wait, hold on. No, the most recent one is fucking Dungeon Meshi with the, what kind of a creature is she? The hot lady, the hot creature lady. She's like a griffin or something. Spy X Family is so good. I heard that it was really cute and really fun. But honestly, all I know about it is that there's the mom and dad who are like undercover, and then their kid is a psychic. But she's not like their biological child. I also don't know what I'm going for with this drawing. Like it's not... Obviously I have like a vibe in mind, but... Other than that, like it's not necessarily of any characters. It's just there. We're vibing. Vibing is it's so true. Vibing is a great way to be. I hope to be vibing every fucking day of my life. Ooh. Maybe I will make it some characters that I haven't used in ages. What if... Ooh. What about a head tilt up still? But then the eyes are like... looking down like this. It would be a little different vibe than my original sketch, because my original idea was to have it be very like wild and like animalistic almost, but that's kind of fun. Whoops. Press the wrong... I'm pressing every wrong button. I meant to do that. I think in the video it says what the orders are at the top right, but it's very hard to read on such a small screen. So you just kind of have to guess. Maybe, ooh, now here's an idea. Maybe I'll do two versions of this. One that is this more developed version, and then one that's the more crudely defined version. I think I'd have a better shot guessing by ingredients used, yeah. I think that one says milkshake? And... does it say chia? I'm having to like squint at my monitor. Sometimes they come up with the weirdest combinations. Like, I was scrolling through the video earlier, just like for fun, and one of the drinks was like sour grape. I think they called it like sour grape aid. And first of all, whatever that is, I would love to be involved. I would like one right now. But also, what? Huh? Used to work in a milkshake parlor, also made drinks with club soda. Interesting. The weirdest drink someone ordered was tonic and peanut butter flavored syrup and sweet heat flavored syrup. Oh no. Oh, what a combination. I wonder if they were trying something new or if that was something that they just enjoyed? Interesting. That's... deliberate attempt at making something bad. You mean like they went up to you and were like, hey, what's your weirdest flavorings? Or is that like what you think it was? Because yeah, that sounds about right. If I were to make the world's worst drink. Also, I do still have my stream music on, like under the video, but do let me know if it gets too distracting. The person was a regular and took note of the weirdest and least used syrups and paired the words too. Ugh. Interesting. Sweet heat sounds like it could be fun. But peanut butter? In my soda? Hell no. Absolutely not. You could not pay me to drink a peanut butter flavored soda. Okay, maybe you could, but it would have to be a lot of money. Alright. I'm like kind of really happy with this right now, so that's a good sign. They would never wear these shorts, hold on. Sweet heat is akin to how a hot pepper feels on your tongue with no taste. Huh. Apparently went well in a chocolate milkshake. Ooh. Huh. Yeah. I feel like it's the same thing as... like, I've heard that sometimes hot sauce goes well on vanilla ice cream. I feel like that's something that I've heard just in general. But I don't know. I mean, I'm kind of a wimp with heat, so I don't know that I'd try it, but I can deal with heat, it's just unpleasant. Yeah, that's fair enough. Ooh, I don't like how that line continues. That's a weird... I didn't even intend to do that. That's fucked up. It's like the sister of a tangent. Like instead of... Where can I demonstrate a tangent? Instead of the shorts being like this on the leg, it's like the combined shirt short line. But yeah, I've got some fun videos lined up. I have this one, which is cafe drinks. I have a wax melt one where they make like the wax seals, which looks so satisfying. I tried to choose ones that weren't too ASMR-y because I know that that's not always people's vibe, but I wanted relaxing things. And then I have one that's like packaging sketchbooks and like paper products to send out for like a small business. I have one that's restoring a really old doll, which looks super interesting. I watch these videos on my own time sometimes, just like if I need something in the background, but I don't want to use too much brain power on it. Okay. Well, this can be version 1, because I'm kind of vibing with it. I do think I will do 2 separate versions. How am I gonna fit this arm back here? Hold on. Like so. And then I guess we'll do a little bit of that. It's a tight squeeze and it kind of messes up my nice silhouette that I had going there, but I don't know where else I'd put it. I do have a reference sheet for this character, but I was using it for some portfolios, or my portfolio, and I don't know if I ended up putting my birth name on it. I don't necessarily want that information out there. Yeah, that's a weird silhouette back here. I don't know how I feel about it. What about... What about a meaner lean? And then more space. Oof, side angles are hard to draw. Hey, Raz. Welcome in. How are ya? I think I've foreshortened this arm correct. Hungover but pretty good. That's good to hear. I mean, somewhat good, I guess. I do have a feeling that I will need to make this body bigger. So wait, we've got this and this. And this. Hey Ducky. Welcome, welcome. That emote is so cute. How are ya? Oh, my dumbass drew this whole person who's now going to be covered up. Don't worry about it. It's normal to draw something that I'm not actually going to be using. Ugh. Hold on. What I want to do is... yeah. That's close enough. Oh shit. Did something funny. Oh my god. That's so cute. Oh. Wait, do you mind if I put this on stream? I woke up to this. I have almost no recollection of doing it. Ooh, slowly trying to learn piano software. Exciting. Oh my god. That's so silly. This is so fun. I love... hold on. Let me do this so I can zoom it. Eating veggie right now. Congrats. Look at this. It's so cute. I love the little coattails on the vest. That's really cute. Luigi feet. Yeah. I look like I'm about to do, like, go fucking deliver gifts for Santa or something. But it's very cute. Hold on, I do canonically have a lower body. Hold on. Let's, maybe you can see it better here. Hold on. Hide this. Eating a gallon of celery is so valid. There we go. Oh, it's hard to see. Hold on. we go. It's just you've seen my face enough. Now get ready for lower body. Yeah, I don't really have a reason to show it off usually, but I mean it was a fun guess. The little pants. I got steppies. Anyway. This is very cool. Thank you. Alright. Gave you clown pants for some reason. Hold on, I want to put this back up before I forget. There we go. Alright, let me... I mean, we're at the end of our video, but people just got here. Where's my... what am I looking for? This. There we go. I forgot. Alright. I had a shorter one. Ah. I was making paint. Shall we watch some paint making? I might have to mess with the volume a little bit, but this one's only 20 minutes, so I'll probably play this and then we'll take a break. Tiny Waddle will forever play with the I Spy jingle. Yeah. I can't remember how that one goes. But just imagine some, like, accordion or whatever playing in the background. Hold on, this is kind of hard to see. Oh, that's better! I can see now! This arm is... it's fucked up, but also... I think that's normal. I think sometimes foreshortened limbs just look bad. Turns out I might be crazy for saying so. Oh, actually, I do need to hydrate. All right. Man, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about turning this into actual characters. I think it probably suits it better to just be like figures. I will save that. This one is sketch. This one is inspo. Alright. You know what? Instead, let's... You know, I said that we needed to sketch out some shit, but I don't think that's true. I think we should just be going for it. Hold on, I want to turn this video volume down a smidge. There we go. Alright. So hold on. If... No. No more holding on. I am liking the texture of this pencil though. It fits the vibe. It's giving the same vibes as when you have like a really sharp pencil and you like smush the side of it against the page and like shade with it that way instead of using the very point of it. Which I'm vibing with, honestly. I feel like I keep saying that I'm vibing with it, but I just am vibing with it. What if claw? What if hear me out here, claw? Always claw? I mean, that's kind of my train of thought right now. I feel like claw is just a good thing to have. Why does that fucking slay? I think it's the brush. The brush is like doing my art favors right now. I think I like that, actually. I'll have to go in with a smaller brush size and refine some of this, but... What about... big teeth? Hmm? What about it? Too much? Is big tooth too much? Big tooth is too much. Let's be real with ourselves here. But I think what I want is, I want this figure to be all black. And then I want this figure to be like white, but on the yellow end and like glowy a little bit. Like glowy around the edges. I think that'll be cool. And I don't think this body shape has to be too crazy. You know what I mean? It can just be kind of a shape. No. Ooh, that's a little bit more of an interesting silhouette. I kind of like it pulled in a little bit more on that side, because it kind of gives like, I can even push it a little bit more. I'll have to mess around with that a little, based on what the other figure looks like. The only thing is I don't want to lose any of this claw. I guess I could like tilt this out a little bit. Yeah. Yeah. Ooh. This proportion is off. And I don't know if I should change it or not. Whoa. I clicked like every wrong button back there. That's such a beautiful paint color. The dark turquoise. Alright. And then I think we'll do... You'll probably do a new layer. And then... I think I'll probably just work directly off of this. Yeah, it's super, like, deep and rich. I think I'll move this over here because I want it to be a little bit clearer, because right now this is like behind the head a little bit. I don't know how well you guys can hear me when I'm like leaning all the way down. Hopefully you can hear me okay. Can hear you clearly? That's great news. I think having the mic arm will really help. Just in general. I think they'll just have it be kind of like a dress. Oh, yeah, no, that side bit doesn't even matter. Let's do this then. little, a little triangle. Could be fun. I don't know why I'm choosing to fill these in with such a small brush, but my excuse is for the texture. Especially in the darker figure, but this one too. It's just a nice texture. See, now is that going to come across in silhouette? Or is it just gonna look like a weird short arm? Because that's like not necessarily my intention. Ooh, how about also claw? So many colors. Wow. I should figure out a way to do like a painting or sketchbook stream. Because I love doing traditional art, but I don't know. I feel like it'd be pretty difficult to get a good stream set up. Because I was thinking about it, and I would definitely have to use like a PNG tuber or something. Something that wasn't controlled by my webcam. Because I would have to use my webcam for showing my drawing. So I mean, it's doable, but I don't know. That, and I pulled out my I Spy books today because they were just like on my shelf, and I was thinking about how fun it would be to do a stream where I go through those. I feel like it would be so fun. I feel like I have so many conflicting shapes here and like here. Gosh. Turns out it's difficult to make a good drawing. Who knew? Also, I lied, I am turning it into characters, but just not as obviously. And then... ugh. I don't know, Chief. I don't know about this, these shapes. It's just that... it's just that the shapes are difficult, is the thing. Okay. Was it the end of the video? Hold on. I'm gonna finish up fixing this, hopefully. And then we're gonna take a little break. Okay. Here we go. All right. Let's see. I'll put on something for you guys while I'm gone. Where's the one that I found earlier? There's more paint stuff. Ah, it was this one. Alright. I will be right back. I'm gonna go get some food, probably. Take a drink, stretch, and y'all take care of yourselves too. BRB. All right. Let's get back to business. As they say in Mulan. They don't say that actually. I want to find a different video. I had a couple other ones pulled up. Was this the honey paint? Hold on. I didn't see what they added. But yeah, I don't know why the I don't know why the honey was there. Hold on. It was over here. Now they do. But yeah, it's like maybe they're trying different like mixing materials. I can't remember what the word for the thing that carries the pigment is. The carrier. That's not what it's called. Alright. Pause this. Hold on. Shrink this a little bit. Not too much. Excited to... Excellent. Quickly googled it and it said honey used to be used as an ingredient in paint and sometimes still is. Oh, interesting. I mean, probably only for like homemade paints. I can't really imagine. Although, I guess honey is shelf stable. Okay, do we want sealing wax pressing, or packaging orders for an online business, or restoring an antique doll? Those are your options. Sealing wax? One vote for sealing wax. I am leaning towards sealing wax because it looks so cute. What's your vote? Second, since you have no opinion. Fair enough. Alright. Sealing wax time. Get you back up here. Damn. Oh, we're gonna have to turn this down a little. There we go. Alright. Sorry, I had to get chapstick. Okay, where was I? Claws. This is where I was. I do think that I should move this arm out a little. Just... Are we lagging? No. There's no lag ever. My stream has never lagged ever. Unless Poppy is around. Poppy's just too powerful. Poppy can do what she wants. Alright. I pressed save instead of deselect. Okay. Yeah, I do think that I like that better. This flare is kind of goofy looking. I'm not gonna lie. And then... I don't know how I never noticed the different earring on your right side. Yeah, I've got one moth and one skull. Oh, speaking of my VTuber, my new rigging is going quite well. A moth. I was gonna guess cicada. Cicada's a good guess. I do love a cicada. I think IRL I have cicada earrings, actually. They're like black and like oil spill, shiny kinda. Very cool. Cicada enjoyer. Yeah, I mean they're really annoying, but to me, I grew up in like a place that gets really warm in the summer, and so the sound of cicadas is very like nostalgic to me. Alright. What I was going to do is a little bright yellow. Should I just use a regular? I think I'll probably have to fill in the center too. Looks kind of good though. Kind of slay. Ooh. Light inside the eye too, or just... I think the eye has to be just one big shape. Very slay, thank you. Yeah, dude, yeah. Yes. Oh, that is not what I meant to do. I meant to resize the whole thing, not just stretch it vertically. Right, hold on. We gotta move this guy over. And then I think this should be more like this. Yeah. Except I think now that I have the freedom to bring it out and I'm not running into the claw, I think I shall. Not out enough. And then should I keep the eye as just like a big diamond, or should I try and make it look a little bit more like an eye? But that's kind of cool, actually. I'm just gonna do that, actually. Okay. Yeah. Cool. We don't need this anymore. Oh, those multicolored stamps are really cute. They're not stamps. Were they? Wax seals. And then I also want... Oh, that really is just pure white. Okay. What if... But then that means that I should also what if I feel like the yellow is cooler vibes. Not literally cooler in tone, but you know what I mean. I don't know what you mean. Can you give me an in-depth explanation of cool versus warm colors written in Comic Sans? Of course. But if you actually would like to know, cool colors are just ones like blue and purple and green. And warm colors are like red and orange and yellow. But I have the feeling you probably already know that. Is the red too much? I think it might be too, like, edgy. Kind of make it look like it gets slightly lighter the further it is from the actual head. You mean like this is the darkest and then this is lighter, or this is the darkest and then like an outer ring is lighter? Like position, outer ring. Okay, that is what I thought you meant. Whoops, hold on. I will try that, but honestly, just a little bit of like blending this out might do the trick. Ugh, I ate food and now my voice is all messed up. Shame on me, I guess, for consuming what I need to live. Mom, it's not a phase. Mom, red is cool and edgy. It's like the blood of my enemies, Mom. Like the red around the hands for sure. That's good. I do think I like them both having like these auras. I think that's a good touch, but I just don't know if the red is like overkill. Like we get it. This character is edgy. But also, I don't know. I feel like I had a vibe in my head when I went to start this piece, and this is not it. So I do like this, but I might not continue with it. If that makes sense to people. I have hiccups, hold on. Okay, I think what I'll do is I'll put this red aside for now, because like this yellow glow is closer to what I had in mind. I might tone it down a little bit, but red glow. And we'll put that in the extras folder. I had an apple and some cheese, and then one of those little like tube ice pops that are like all artificial flavoring and artificial color, but they're so damn good. Okay, hold on. I need to get my damn layers in order now. This one is eye, glow. This one is shadow. This one is light. This one is light, glow. Trying to keep the doctor away, I see. Yeah. Can't have any competition around here. Alright, let's pause this background situation. And let's continue with this freaking wing. I think I'm probably... What's a good wing shape? I did learn how to draw wings once, but I promptly forgot it. What layer is this on? The hell? And this one is wing. And this one is background sketch. Alright, sick. We're organized. Shit, my good claw. I worked so hard on this claw. What about... There we go. And then... This is reminding me of an old picture that I drew. Like way back when. Should I find it? It was from when I was like... probably 10 or 11. I think I probably drew it with a mouse too. Would y'all be interested in seeing that? I mean, if anything, it'll make you really appreciate my current art skills. I was about to say you mentioned it, now you gotta dig it up. Alright. Yeah, no, that was my bad. Alright. Let me go find it. And hopefully I don't have an old signature or username on it. Alright. No, that's not nearly old enough. Old digital art. Ooh. Where was this on? Was it in? No, it wasn't in MS Paint. Shit. I don't remember what, because I use like a billion different drawing programs. Ooh. Hold on. No. I have so much old art. Help. Is it the contest entries? No. But it was... Hold on. I think I know what it was called. Yes. 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 It's so good in such a bad way. Hold on. We're copying this. And we're... It's so small. This is what I was working with. Look at that, though. Beautiful. So dramatic. So edgy. Look at the kicks. I know, the gray high tops? Question mark. Hold on, is there a date for the original? Properties. This sounds right. December 26th, 2013. So I would have been 11. And now I'm now I'm drawing this. Which is not dissimilar. It's not that different. If we're being really honest. Alright, hold on. And this was based off of, I don't remember who sings the song or who made the song, but the song Angel with a Shotgun. If anybody recognizes that. Super edgy. Super cool. Did you also listen to the Nightcore version? Yes! I loved a Nightcore. God. Shout out to Nightcore. For real. Oh my god. If Cooper ever makes that playlist, I'm gonna put Nightcore versions on there. I'm like kind of kidding, but also, what if I did? Would you be mad at me? I think it would be funny. I'm gonna put only Nightcore on your playlist. Actually, that's not true. I was listening to one of my own playlists earlier to get ideas. If you do end up making that. So I have other songs, but maybe I'll put Angel with a Shotgun Nightcore on there. I feel like I also had some songs that I just like found in random places that were Nightcore, but I didn't really realize that they were Nightcore. Or they were like sped up a little bit. And so now when I listen to the actual version, I'm like, no. You should be you should be singing faster than this. I did that with ravers in the UK. Didn't know I was listening to the Nightcore version for so long. Yeah, I'm trying to remember. The first thing I see is a Nightcore with a Yowie picture. As it should be. Nature's healing. Or maybe that was from before nature needed to heal. The one that I remember having Nightcore without kind of realizing it was, there's a song called Evacuate the Dance Floor. Hold on, is this song like popular at all? Oh shit, it's Cascada. Oh shit. I also probably had Every Time We Touch Nightcore too. Yaoi phase and Nightcore phase were around the same time. Yeah, that sounds about right, honestly. Every Time We Touch peak Nightcore, right? It's the best song to Nightcore maybe ever. The best to ever do it. Okay, yeah, I'm vibing with this. Whoops, I didn't mean to erase. Was that a cat in the video? Oh, it scared me. That cat sounds so annoyed. This little girl nightcore. I don't know if I know that one. I wonder if... No, that's a stupid question. For sure somebody did. Is Wake Me Up Inside the actual title of the song, or is it called something different and that's just what everyone knows it as? Hold on. Bring Me to Life. The Evanescence one. I think it's called Bring Me to Life. But I was gonna ask if someone has nightcored it, and for sure they have. Everyone loves that song, especially past people nowadays who were emo kids at one point. Like, that demographic loves it. Somehow not listen to that? Yeah, I don't remember listening to a nightcore, but I feel like that's one of the ones that would have... It would have got, you know? Okay. What if? What if? What if? I see you take me to church nightcore with a killing stalking picture? I haven't thought about killing stalking in so long. But also, I have had Take Me to Church in my head this whole time because on my... I have a big playlist that has a bunch of songs that are kind of like related to my VTuber lore. They're not all like perfect matches, you know, some of them are just for fun. But one of the songs on there is like an ancient Latin cover of, or not an ancient Latin cover, but like a ye olde cover of Take Me to Church. I wish I could play it on stream, but I don't want to get in trouble for it. But this file is called, like, my art is saved as Hasten to Church. So it's funny that you bring that up. Shout out to Hosier, for sure. I'm gonna be putting Hosier on your playlist, I hope you know this. Okay. I think for this background, I was using this pencil, but like sized up a crazy amount. But it's like so slow and chunky. I don't know how I feel about it. But yeah, I want like this. But yeah, I have a couple different songs on my VTuber auto playlist that are like ye olde covers of modern songs. Hold on. Now I want to tell you guys what I have. I want to show off a little bit. Take me to my playlist, please. Just like Hosier might take me to church. Alright. What do I have? I've got a a Gregorian chant style cover of Boulevard of Broken Dreams. That's a good one. That's a classic. I think I also have another Boulevard of Broken Dreams. I have Hasten to Church, aka Take Me to Church. I have I have a classical Latin version of Little Dark Age by MGMT. That's fun. Also, does the stream look different when I switch between my OBS and my browser tab? Cause I have my nightlight set to turn off when I go to my OBS, but I don't know if it shows on the stream or not. Mongolian Throat singing Take Me to Church cover when? Honestly, that'd be pretty fun. Don't believe it looks any different? That's good. It would be annoying for y'all otherwise, so no difference? Perfect. Beautiful. Oh, I have a early Middle English cover of Running Up That Hill by Kate Bush. And yeah, I have classical Latin Boulevard of Broken Dreams. Classic. And obviously I have like I have normal songs on there too, but that stamp is so pretty. Why has it got like a fancy ceramic handle? All the Nightcore talk has me scrolling through old playlists now. Yes. Quietly cringing a little. I think it's fun to look through old stuff. I feel like a lot of people don't like it, like looking back at their past self, but also, I don't know. Sometimes, like, there are some people who talk about their past self so, like, negatively and meanly, and I'm like, I don't understand. I really am just making a new version of my old drawing. Except with less gun and more claw. That's so funny. I put in these like sunset colors and I'm like, man, huh. I get that, not cringing because certain things are negative, just remembering listening to certain songs for days and can no longer stand them. Yeah, that's fair. And honestly, I understand that some people are just not a fan of how they were in the past, and that's totally valid. I mean, like, everyone's different, but I don't know. Even some cringy things that I did in the past, I'm like, man. Just like a fond sigh of like, you were so stupid, baby Otto. You had no idea. I kind of had a weird feeling today hanging out with the old friends. Felt like a look into my past life, yeah. It's weird. But I feel like I should specify, a lot of the time when I see people cringing at their past selves, it's just because their past selves were very, like, earnest about, like, most of the time I feel like it's because they were super into XYZ thing. And that's not something that you should be cringing about. I cannot stress this enough. You can do whatever you want forever. Yeah, I definitely have some old playlists, because for a while I was downloading a bunch of music that I liked, and so I just like had it on my computer, and oh my god, that was back in the days when we used MP3 players. So I had my old, it was like definitely not a big brand. Hold on. I got it out at one point, but I might have put it away again. I think I had an MP3 player that was actually Walkman brand, but it wasn't like a Walkman how people might think of it. Because I think most people think of a Walkman and they're like, oh, the like portable tape player. But that's not it. But those were good times, man. That was like my Vocaloid phase. I remember my first iPod that had absolutely no music on it that I liked. Yeah. I mean, it's hard to find music unless you're in the know. But I mean, my older siblings were downloading music and shit. But it was really funny. I think the newer of the MP3 players that I had, it came with a couple songs on it, and I ended up really liking one of the songs, and I actually like put it on one of my playlists. And oh my god, nowadays I have a playlist on YouTube, but it's of all of the like edgy, emo-y songs that I listened to when I was younger. And it's a very fun, very nostalgic playlist. It's got a lot of, let's see. It actually doesn't have a lot of like Green Day or MCR on it. Hold on. It's got a lot of shit. What's the one artist that I really liked? Hold on. I had like a bunch of their oh, it was Set It Off. Big fan when I was like 12. 10, 11, 12. But honestly, those songs are still bangers today. To this very day. I would listen to all of them. And I do sometimes. Whoops. Yeah, I'm like, I'm vibing with this actually. Yeah, I was gonna say, sounds like a playlist that still holds up. Yeah, honestly. Let's see. I have it on my phone now. Set It Off gets stuck in my head so often still. Yes. Their music was so fun. I need to go and listen to more of their, like, stuff. Because, okay. I had some Paramore. I have Angel with a Shotgun, which is by The Cab. I couldn't remember their name earlier. I've got some Skillet on here. I've got the Green Day song. More Paramore. The Ready Set. I've got some songs by A Day to Remember. And just a bunch of Set It Off. And a lot of other stuff, but... Oh my god, I have a dubstep remix of Radioactive, which is probably the most 2014 thing I can possibly think of. That's incredible. I forgot about that one. Let's see. I'm just gonna do this, and then I can save my sketch. I have so many versions of You're Gonna Go Far Kid. I think I have that one on my playlist too. What a banger, honestly. I remember listening to Nicotine by Panic at the Disco. Damn, yeah. Panic at the Disco had some bangers. But honestly, I'm gonna be a sheeple and say that, yeah, the new music is not good. It's not that good. The last song by Panic that I remember really actually liking was LA Devotee, which is a banger in my opinion. And also, Brennan Urie is just kind of a shitty guy from what I've heard, so I try not to listen to Panic too much, but also it's such like classic emo kid music, you know what I mean? So it's fun to go nostalgia mode every now and then. Hold on, I gotta take Angel with a Shotgun out of here so I can get that corner. I never read the Milkfic. I never put up with that. Probably mostly because I was too scared to look it up. Wait, no, hold on. Right now, what's the name of the song? What song do I have in my head? Somebody tell me. It's... I think it's King for a Day, which is a song that I have on my my VTuber lore playlist actually. It's not necessarily exactly lore based, but it's such a fun song. It's so good. You're Dan and Phil fan, so I'm sure you know about other fic. Yeah, I feel like I probably... The other, I mean, there's one that I can think of, but it's probably not it. But honestly, I don't think I ever read that much fanfic. I probably, you know, had a brush with one or two, but not recently at all. But yeah, there was an era of very unhinged fanfiction that ended up getting very popular. So popular that it came back around to the people who it was about. Which is interesting. It's interesting. For sure. Always heard so much of the fanfic, and despite being on Wattpad, you somehow... Wow, that's actually, like, impressive. I feel like that's very hard to do. To be actively on Wattpad and not read any fanfic. I probably don't need to fill in any of that back there, but... We are anyway. You ever listen to Pierce the Veil? Isn't King for Day by Pierce the Veil? That's the only song that I know from them, if so. I don't think I've ever, not consciously, if that's an option. Okay. Yes, it is by them. That's what I thought. But sometimes I'm bad at remembering, so, you know. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. If I've ever been with, like, other folks who listen to that, like, genre of music, like emo and punk stuff. Hold on, my voice. If I've been with other people... My voice is so fucked up. I don't know what happened. But they might have played Pierce the Veil, and I just didn't know how to recognize it, you know what I mean? Oh. Let's see. Is it too goofy to use the preset star brush? I feel like it kind of is. Hold on. What about instead of just a bunch of sparkly stars? What about... What about it? Hold on. This specific one. You're bothering me so much, my guy. You too. Come on. Okay. How do we feel? Hold on. Now how do we feel? I had to get rid of the other picture. Hold on. I wonder if Monster Cat is a thing. Still a thing. Monster Cat. Hold on. I'm gonna look that up. Oh. Hmm. Edgy teen / young adult memory unlocked. On the last day of senior year, a friend brought in his guitar. He knew a few popular songs to play. Ooh, fun. And so many of us had lyrics. Hold on, I'm gonna have to... Hold on. Gotcha. That's such like a fun, fun, edgy memory. What if? I feel like, as nice as the claws are, I feel like this person doesn't need claws. It keeps like complicating this silhouette over here. Which is a shame, because as we've discussed, claws good. But clarity, also good. Yeah. I do think I like that better, but I'm definitely keeping these big claws. Let's see. I keep flipping past it. The pencil that I want. Alright. Yeah. Dude, yeah. I'm really happy with this, actually. It's definitely... Oh, actually, hold on. I found something I'm not so happy with anymore. Hold on. I don't like... You see how these claws are just like gently caressing the line of the ground in the background? I don't want that in my life. Please. Please do something else with your life. Get the nail clippers. All right. Bam. Yeah, dude. Oh, hold on. There we go. Yeah. Okay, actually, hold on. What about red? That's a little more subtle. Red versus yellow. I don't know. I feel like the red doesn't really go. Maybe just like an orange? Oh, also, hold on. Forgot. Yeah. I'm happy with that. Yippee! Hold on. Let me do one thing. Okay, wait, what are these? These are stars? Oh wait, hold on. I can just probably... Stars. What I want to do is... Yeah. No. It was a fun idea. but I don't think it's quite right. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put my old drawing in the extras. It can stay. And then... oh, actually, hold on. Just a smidge of gradient. I don't want to distract the eye from anything up there, but... yeah. But then what I was actually gonna do is... what's a good... probably this one. Maybe not. Let's see. What's a good color? Oh, hold on. There we go. Now it's time to embarrass myself by writing on stream. And then I will also hold on. Just want to clean this up a little bit. Okay. Hold on. I can either have it show up on one bit or another bit. What if... Well, can I do this? No. Can I do... Can I cheat a little bit? Can I do a little bit of this? No, that looks kind of stupid. I'm gonna be so for real. Alright, so wait, this is... What is that? What's this? Okay, so this is... handle. This is... nothing. Okay. And then this is that. Okay. Sick. Well. This is the part where I flip through layer styles to figure out if there's one that works ever at all. I guess this does work. And so does this. Somewhat. Looks kind of bad, though. What if it looks bad? Anyone ever think of that? No. What if it looks good though? I mean... it looks fine. Have you thought of that? You know what? I hadn't considered that before. Thank you for sharing your perspective. Okay. That is, it sure is there on my drawing now. Oh, you know what we can maybe do? We can maybe do a little bit of... a little A little bit of pizzazz. Oh. Now hold on. We're getting closer to something that I like. Okay, I do think that that works. A little bit of scallywagging, a little tomfoolery. Yarhar. Okay. Ah, there we go. I think I do like that. Hold on. I'm actually... I said I think I like it, but I'm actually gonna do some more stuff to it. So... Okay. And then... we're also... Okay. Name. Glow. Name. And then what we're gonna do with this is pretty much the same thing. Or maybe we're not, because that just makes it look messy. Alright. Well, now we know. Alright, I think that's that. Oh shit. I didn't even realize that my phone buzzer was going off for a alarm. I was like, what is this like buzzing rumbling noise that's going on? Turns out my phone was vibrating. I haven't been paying attention to this video at all. I've been so locked in. It's satisfying as hell. Fuck. Let's see. What time is it? Oh, it's 2 AM. Well... I made a piece of art. It's true. I did. We made some art. We talked about Nightcore. That was a good time. Alright. Shall we look for someone to raid, maybe? I almost just clicked to the wrong scene. What the fuck? Oh. Go away. Go away. Okay. Go back to the tab, please. And, oh man. The person I was gonna raid ended stream. Let's turn these bops up. Alright. Let's see. Let's have a little peruse through maybe the art category or maybe the VTuber category. One of the two. Probably. Hold on. Let me scoot this down here. Okay. Does anyone have anyone else that's live that they know of? Or are we just gonna just gonna random it out. Weird thing to say, but good stream. Thank you. Thank you. Had a lot of fun. Thanks for stopping by. I hope you have a relaxing rest of your evening. Hold on. I scrolled past. Okay. Let's look for VTubers. There's so many VTubers. The thing is, it's very hard to choose. And I feel like I say this every time, but it's like I'm just like sending you off to like a random person. You know what I mean? Lovely time was had. Agreed. And thank you. Sadly not got anyone online, that's fine. Ooh. This person's got like a fun little emo style. And they're doing art. Mom, come pick me up. Streamer sent me to a stranger. I don't know anyone here. This person's doing cute art, and they have a cute VTuber. They have been going for like 3 hours though. I don't know if... Alright. They have like a cute little vampire fox question mark? Oh, bat. Vampire bat. Which makes sense. Alright. I do want to raid this person. Raid. Spooky Zuri. Let's see. Alright. Everyone, let's go say hi. This person has a cool VTuber style. Thank you all for hanging out. I'll be live again tomorrow. Tomorrow evening. I still haven't decided what I'll be doing. But, you know, I'll let y'all know in the Discord. Hold on. Let me do that. Discord. Just because I can. Is the link not working? Hello? I don't know. That's a problem for another time. My, bot not working, apparently. Anyway, thank you all for being here. I had a great time. Fun stream, and I should be able to do more art streams where I'm like chatting the whole time, because, like I said earlier, I set up my microphone arm. So, we're ready to go now. We're a real streamer. Is there anything else that I wanted to say? I don't think so. Take care, everyone. Have a great evening. And I'll see you all tomorrow.